Hello everyone. Big news this week, and no, it's not on the rumor of Benedict Cumberbatch being a part of Star Wars, which is completely not true. This is about the reboot of the classic 1987 sci-fi flick Robocop. The first official trailer was released 2 days ago, so I'm going to talk about that, what I like, what I don't like, and why I kind of think a Robocop reboot is unneeded. So let's get on with it. So is there anyone out there who actually said, hey, I think, a Robocop remake is really necessary? There's no one that has said that, there's no one that will said that. The phrase, if it's broken, if it's not broken, don't fix it, it kind of applies to this one. Although the sequels to Robocop sucked, like Robocop 2 and 3 were terrible movies, we all know that now, and we've forgiven for those movies. But the first one is so good, and it's such a good standalone film. Just forget the sequels that happened. Is there anyone who even thinks about the sequels now? No one cares about the sequels anymore. The original Robocop, I have the trilogy here. The original is one of my favourite sci-fi movies of all time. In fact, I'd go as far to say it is my favourite sci-fi movie of all time. It's just one of the best movies. So 26 years it came out? 26 maybe? I think it's 26. 26 years. Hang on, let me work this out. 87, 97, 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 26 years ago it came out. And people still remember Robocop. And, I bought this trilogy not knowing that 2 and 3 would be bad, but they were terrible. But I didn't regret it because the first Robocop, I have the extended director's cut of Robocop, and it's great, It's everything that you want from the Robocop movie, like, with added bits. And it's just such an awesome movie and just a classic. So, with reboots, they always turn out wrong. I mean, some don't. Like the Spider-Man reboot, although unnecessary, it was good. It could have been better than the original, in my opinion. But some reboots just don't work. Like, I hope Robocop doesn't go the way that another classic 80s sci-fi movie went, Total Recall. The reboot of that wasn't good, really. No one has really said, hey, what's your favourite movie of 2012? Total Recall. Nobody has said that. It's not the worst movie of 2012, but it's certainly not the best. So, it was an unneeded reboot, and the reboot for Robocop is even more unnecessary, and I just don't want it to turn out like Total Recall. There is things that I like, Samuel Jackson is going to be great, he's great in everything. He's like Nick Fury for Robocop, he plays the same sort of role. And then you've got Michael Keaton, who, they should have had him to play Robocop, because it's not as if he's never worn a batsuit before. Yes, I did just call Robocop's suit a batsuit, because it looks so identical to Christian Bale's batsuit, Like, apart from with a helmet, it's like a futuristic Batman. That's what the suit is. And that's what I don't really like, because Robocop, he's this big metallic sort of bulky robot, He's so sort of, just bulky, and it's just the way he looks. And now they've made him sort of a skinny guy, but he doesn't even look like he's wearing a robot suit anymore. He's supposed to be a robot cyborg guy. His suit just looks like one of those, sort of spandex suits that Superman or Batman would wear with a helmet. That's not what Robocop should be. I don't like the costume, but I'm saying it has got some good actors being in it. Gary Oldman, and then Michael Keaton. I think he's playing the same sort of role that you remember Dick Jones from the first movie, played by I don't even know who he was played by. I'll find out. It'll be in this little director's cut book. Oh, Ronnie Cox. Okay, I didn't have to look, but yeah, he's doing the same sort of. I don't know if he's playing Dick Jones. It's not really been confirmed in the trailer, but he plays the same sort of role that was played by Ronnie Cox as Dick Jones, who is sort of. He's not the main villain, because there's like Clarence who's the main villain. He's like one of the. I guess he is the main villain because he's sort of revealed at the end. Spoiler for Robocop 1. I'm sorry, but I don't know if that's going to be the sort of same thing with the reboot of Robocop. But the trailer, it did look cool. It had some good like CGI. When the original Robocop came out, it like blew people away. The CGI was just so good, so top notch. For the day it was in, you watch it now and you're like, what's this? This looks so fake. It didn't at the time. It does look fake, but that's what you like. It's sort of really low budget, and for a low budget movie, it really works. And I'm guessing they have a really high budget for this reboot. It looks like they've spent a lot of money, a lot of time building the sets, and a lot of CGI been used, which isn't a bad thing. Avatar turned out great, and that was like the most overloaded CGI movie ever. But I don't want it to turn into one of those CGI crap fests, like Van Helsing. If it turns out to be that sort of thing, this movie cannot work. Like sort of the same way the King Kong reboot used so much CGI. I really enjoyed the King Kong reboot. I'm just saying, the CGI looked pretty bad at times, but King Kong was really good, like the CGI used for him. But anyway. I don't want the Robocop movie to get ruined by that CGI. But, as I was saying, I think Michael Keaton would have been the best sort of role for Robocop. Because, it's sort of, he has done Batman before, And I know Robocop isn't Batman, but he's like an anti-hero, sort of like Robocop. And it could have worked. Michael Keaton would have worked in this role. And it's not as if he's too old for it, because, when Peter Weller played Alex Murphy, or Robocop in the original, he did look pretty old. I'm not saying, I don't know how old he was. Sorry to offend you, Mr. Weller. But, that's what they've done. Like, they sort of put Peter Weller into the Star Trek movie this year. And then next year to bring out the Robocop movie, so everyone's like, hey, that's Robocop in a Star Trek movie. Oh yeah, they're remaking Robocop. I think that's what was trying to be put across by putting Peter Weller into Star Trek Into Darkness. And I'm trying to think, what would Peter Weller think of this new costume? I don't know what he would think of the new trailer. I don't know if he would like it or disagree with it. I'm not completely disagreeing it. I'm saying it looks quite cool, It does look like it's going to be a fun movie, and just even if it's directly following like the exact same plot as Robocop, I don't think it will. I think it does look different. Like Murphy's death is way less over the top. That's what you like about Robocop as well. It's just an over the top sort of hilarious, ride. It's not a comedy, but it's an incredibly dark comedy thrown in there, and it's a hilarious ride. So I think, if they don't do that with the reboot, because it looks so serious, if they don't do it with the reboot, it might not turn out to be as good as you'd want it to be if you're a fan of Robocop like I am. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the new trailer. If you haven't seen the new trailer, check it out, because it doesn't look entirely bad, but I just, I definitely don't think it'll be as good as Robocop. It'll be better than 2 and 3, of course, because they would not even like sequels to Robocop. I don't think they count as sequels, because they were terrible. If you're going to make a sequel, at least make it good. But anyway, it happened, they're done, the reboot's happening, so, what can you do? But I will definitely be seeing the reboot, and I will definitely, sort of try to like it, because I'm not going to hate on it just because it's a reboot. I'm just saying, that's my thoughts on it. So what are your thoughts on the new Robocop trailer? Do you like the new costume? Do you think it will be as good as the 1987 movie? Let me know down below. And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe, like us on Facebook at KDTTV69 Official. The link, as always, is on our channel. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.